Hey guys, wanted to welcome everyone and say thank you to Mr. Quintin Crook, who runs our branch in Gilbert, Arizona, and wanted to just have a quick discussion with Quintin with regards to his production last month. Had a phenomenal month, but what stood out to me of the 19 families that he helped last month was over 50% of that was purchase business. So, Quintin, what would you say one of the kind of the key components to doing that sort of purchase mix of business during these kind of crazy busy times was?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. I really appreciate it. I think the number one thing for us has always been maintaining relationships. So making sure that you're reaching out to your realtors, any of your other referral partners, and maintaining those conversations and keeping them active, and not just focusing too much on the pipeline management or getting the loans closed that are in there. It's also kind of continuing to build for the next month or the future months to come as well. As you continue to get busy and keep growing that pipeline, you don't want those referral partners, your realtors, your title companies, the people that are sending you that business to feel as though you're too busy for them. And I think that's something that we try to put a big emphasis on here in Gilbert, just to make sure that everyone's feeling, whether you're sending us one loan or 4 loans every month, that you're feeling the same customer service and support, and that we're all just working as part of a team as a common goal to help those families get into their homes.
Would you say there's anything in particular that you guys do consistently or do a good job consistently? Like you said, like you try to avoid the pipeline management and just, focusing on what's there today, but how you're getting the future business. Anything that you're doing in particular that you think that allows for you to be kind of asking for that business and maintaining those relationships?
I think we do. We always try to reciprocate as much as possible. So we are kind of taking a look and going through that old pipeline, reaching out to those other clients, especially in this type of rate environment, seeing if they're interested in a refinance or possibly with the equity that they've gained in this market, being able to do a move-up purchase where maybe their first home was that, right? It was just their first home. Now they have the equity to kind of move up in the market, get something a little bigger. Being able to have those conversations with a trusted client that you've already closed, you've built that relationship with, and now you're able to then kind of hand that borrower off to a realtor that you work closely with that's been giving you a ton of business during this booming real estate market that we're experiencing here in Arizona. I feel like that's been a key to us, is making sure that you're reciprocating, right? That you're not constantly the one calling them up and asking for the business all the time, that you have something to give back to them. We've also tried to reach out to them on a more of a personal level. How are you connecting with them? Is the conversations always just revolving around business and always revolving about what they're sending you? Because sometimes in our industry, that reciprocation is hard to give, because unfortunately we don't have a line full of customers lining up at our door asking for a mortgage first. They're usually reaching out to those real estate agents before they come to us. And then we're the ones that have to come in and try to do the application really quick so they can put an offer in, because there's multiple offer situations. So making sure that you're maintaining those relationships, you're reaching out to them. We've done a really good job of also holding in-house kind of classes, whether it be with Zoom meetings now. And obviously our environment has changed a little bit, but making sure that we're still setting up those CE classes for them, setting up additional training, reaching out to them at every chance that we can, to let them know that we're here. We're offering them any additional services that we can. And then just talking a little bit about how to overcome some of these multiple offer situations and providing with different solutions. So I think that would be one of our strengths, is that, we're providing some different solutions to help them win those bids when they're out there putting them out.
Would you say a common topic that is discussed that's not business is the Arizona Cardinals these days?
Absolutely, right?
They're 100%. Finally respectful. Well, cool. I think, I think that's good, some good stuff, man. With just, I think kind of finding the discipline to, to talk to these people, find a purpose to talk to them as opposed to just focusing kind of in the business. And getting a little creative right now, right? The solution oriented, you're in probably the hottest real estate market in the nation, I think is where you're at. And so, probably finding those solutions to allow for some of those buyers that probably, they're getting outbid, or they're maybe not as competitive, and finding ways for them to be competitive as well. So kudos to you guys, man. And kudos to yourself, again, with the crazy mix of purchase business that you guys are doing, and with these phenomenal numbers that you guys are putting up, and that you yourself are putting up, but with that mix of purchase is pretty awesome. So appreciate everything that you guys are doing, and that you're doing on a daily basis in this crazy pandemic world that we're living in. And thanks for sharing a few of those nuggets of what you yourself are doing to drive that purchase business, because that, as we know, is most important stuff. So,
100%,
cool, man.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Huge shout out to the team, right? Couldn't have done it without the loan officer assistances and some of the other loan officers just within the branch jumping in and helping out, making some phone calls and following that up with, pipeline management's still key, right? You can't just throw it all aside. So again, I just think as originators, we need to focus on continuing to grow and maintain and build, and having that support staff around us, including APM, navigating through, extended turn times or what that may look like. You're always having someone to kind of reach out and help navigate through those. So, kudos to you and Darren as well for always being there to kind of help us grow. So I appreciate that.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, dude. Talk to you soon.
All right, man. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it, Kev.